So you are still plugging away here. That's good. You've still got a backlog of those for now. We've got another 64 of those here now. 168. I think that seems good. 44 makes 88. Yeah, that's now correct. So it comes down to the modular frames. So that will only make 10 iterations, which is 40. And another 10, which is 80. And then another sum with what's on there. Okay, I think I did do my maths correctly. Now, speaking of, how are you going? Ooh, okay, so you went from 1700 up to 3000. Of course, because it's Somas looped, it's not just adding on, so 0.2 to 0.3 added on like 1300 because of the multiplier. Okay, which means that going to 0.4 will probably be another 1000 or so. But we do have a much higher capacity now. At our lowest point, our production is... Yeah, or we can definitely support another bit. So let's make this 0.4. Then we're at 80% clock speed. I'm very curious to see what that changes. But we haven't blown a fuse yet. Oh, we've actually got halfway there. That's worth putting in here. Let's get that in the space elevator. And then awesome sink over here for the petroleum. And we can now upgrade this belt. And final amount of power usage. I feel it should ramp up and maximize about 80% and then actually drop down again. Maybe that would be too hard to program. Okay, now it's 4400. So what does our maximum look like now? There we go. Now our maximum consumption is just over our production again. Let's set another hard drive going. What do we got here? Leached iron ingot. Nope. Radio, okay, another alternate of these. I think I did come across an alternate previously and I didn't like it much. I'm not sure I like this one much either. So instead of using computers, we use high-speed connectors. Instead of using aluminium, we use heat sinks. And then instead of the crystal oscillator, we just use the quartz crystal. That's a lot of high-speed connectors per minute. I think I prefer what it currently uses. Rescan. And of course it's rubbish now. Always is. We should start to select some of the low tech ones just to get them out of the way. Heavy modular frame, heavy encased modular. So currently we make a lot of heavy flexible frames because they use rubber. This, oh, what does this actually substitute? Oh, we don't use screws anymore. Okay, so we wouldn't use screws, we'd use more concrete based things instead. Interesting. We use a lot of screws on the modular frames anyway. That's the best one of the two. So that's fine. Set another one going. We're going to go scouting for more. Alright, things haven't exploded yet. Such a steep drop off now when that's not in use. It's crazy. Yeah, almost 4400. What's our peak though? It still falls short even when it's at the maximum. But I don't really feel I can push it further. I also don't feel that I need to push it further, that's the other thing. I know it's going to take about, yeah, 40 minutes or so. And I'm fine with that, because I need to do other stuff. This also needs to finish making. Right, next hard drive, what do we got here? We keep seeing bio-coal. Biomass, we've had like wood to coal directly as well. Heat exchanger, I think I've seen this before as well. Aluminium casing and rubber to make heat sinks instead of copper. It does make 10 per minute. We don't have rubber nearby. It's not a bad recipe, but I want to keep rescanning to get good recipes. But we don't. That's fine. Coated cable, using oil residue to make cable instead? That's weird. Electric motor. That's not great, but I think that is the best that's given to me. And next. And we have one more hard drive after this one. For now. But I think I want to go searching for more. Because that's still working away. That'll be 15 minutes or so. That'll be another over half an hour. We've got a bit of time to explore. And we've now opened up. We've got a radar tower up here. I can probably make another one as well, can't I? Yeah, I do have enough materials to make, like, several more. So our next goal, I think, should be crossing this river. And putting one down... Let's see. Current intersection points. I mean, we probably just want to put one just over the other side of the river to start with. Just cross over and plonk one down and then just see how it intersects and move it accordingly. But we haven't looked around any of this area. Like, this is uncovered by that radar tower, but we haven't actually been there, so we don't actually know what there is. So I think it's time to rectify that. These are powered. Not because they connect from this side, but because it connects from the other side when I was ziplining. That's kind of funny. Let's just connect you for the sake of appearances. And we'll start stringing some power lines off this direction. Because we've explored so much everywhere else, we haven't actually covered off a lot of the areas that are right near where we started. Like, I walked up here early on just to scout out, but never actually did anything. We had some iron over here, but we haven't needed more. I mean, you know, all of these represent places that we could have made more things, just for the sake of it. Like, someone asked me in one of the... put a comment on one of my earlier videos, like, are you speedrunning this? No, clearly not. Because the amount of diversions and just experimentation and stuff, clearly I don't know what I'm doing. This would not meet any sort of minimum effort requirement for a speedrun. This is a first-time casual playthrough, through and through. But if I was, then it would be a case of, yeah, as soon as you unlock a tech tree, you go to those resources and you just plunder them. And you just set up so many alternatives for everything. So that way, no matter what demand you have on your resources, you can meet it pretty much immediately. But I think I have been going fairly smoothly. I mean, my playstyle in most games does just kind of waver between screwing around and relentlessly focusing on certain things. Such is my nature. And it also just is dictated by the cadence of the game. Like, there are certain things that you just have blockers on. Like, you can't go much faster at various points. Being stuck on power is the worst part. And then having to go hunting for more. Like, I had to go looking for coal. Why are you not wanting to place anyway? Oh, have I run out of materials? I've probably run out of some sort of material. I didn't fill up on things, did I? Okay, well, there is a nice sort of ramp going down here. There we go, I'm back within range now. It's not showing up for some reason, that's weird. That happens every now and then, I've noticed. We do have... Yeah, what's your problem? I think I just needed to reset it. It does have issues every now and then. Oh, well, let's actually go down from this one. We'll make this a four-way junction and just drop it down. It's clipping. I hate it when it's clipping. But I'm also probably not going to come this way more than once, so it doesn't matter. Across here. I wonder if there's anything in the lake. There's probably a Mercer or something. It's a nice big pond. This is pretty. Not a huge amount here, but it's nice. Yeah, if I could do this over, I would definitely try and harness things a lot more directly as soon as I came across them. But it is that initial power barrier. Like early on, being disheartened by fuses tripping all the time. Partly because I just wasn't wanting to engage in mass deforestation. But if I know what was coming up, like I would have an idea of, right, coal is coming soon. Let's just ramp up some biomass. And we know that we can achieve our coal objective and get that harnessed soon. Then we know that the end is in sight. We only need to perform a certain amount of deforestation in a localized area. Feed a bunch of biomass generators just to get started. And then, at a certain point, swap to coal and you're away. And then just ramp that up. Knowing that I would have to make lots and lots of rotors, that I was going to need them ongoing, that would have made a big difference. Now, I only have one explosive, I just remembered. I need to find some more sulfur. I also came completely the wrong way, given I was going to go over there. Oh, there's sulfur just up here, actually. So there's coal here and there's sulfur there, so we can actually just gather some, if I wanted to, in order to just make some black powder. That's probably not a bad idea, to be honest. I mean, coal I have in spades back near my base anyway. Sulfur I don't. We originally meant to go this way, and I'm getting very sidetracked, going in a completely different direction for some reason. Let's go back over here and send this one up here instead. Through the leaves. Let's go into this jungle area. Up to the waterfall. And then we can follow this along. There's a wreck. Good. I was hoping to come across some more wrecks as well. What do you need? You're going to be basic stuff, aren't you? Yeah. Industrial beams, steel beams. Yeah, so just a tier 2 sort of wreck. That's fine. Means that the drop pod... Oh, which is all the way out in the lake, it turns out. Just in case you need power. You do... What did I say? Just in case you need power. Needs 60 megawatts. There you go. 60 megawatts. Oh, no. I'll take that, thank you. Oh, we immediately run out of power.
Sampling indicates this freighter may have come from a planet run by apes.
Well, yeah. It would have come from Earth. Right, so let's go up here. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I love the hover thing. Ziplining was amazing. But ziplining was such a breakthrough for exploration. Being able to just hover along those same power lines that we used to use to carry ourselves around, so much nicer. Nothing up here. I feel I did explore some of these, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I assume I did unlock that wreck as well. Right, so we want to go over there. Oh, that's just the edge of the world. Never mind. I don't think you can even go over there. Right, so let's reconsider. So that means that that radar tower up there should be repositioned to cover over this area a little bit, maybe. We kind of need to put it... It's going to overlap with our base one a lot. Maybe we do just stick one down here just for the sake of it, right? Why not? Let's bring you across here. I don't need to stretch them to their full extent. Let's just put you down here. And let's just bounce our way along this ridgeline here. Get out onto this rocky spit. Should zigzag it across the other side too to go down the other side. Send it over here. Alright, so what's the furthest extent? Probably this, to be honest. I feel I should just put a radar tower down here as something of a lighthouse. I kind of like that idea. You know, it's not the perfect overlap or anything, but I don't mind. Some things you just do for fun. There we go. And yeah, that's all just dead space. We don't actually care about any of that. I mean, we now know about this, at least. So there's some iron and copper and limestone. Are they all pure? They are. God, that would be a great starting point, wouldn't it? Why did it start me down here instead of here? That would have been fantastic. It started me like here, I think. I should probably drop that just a little bit to the southwest. Just to cover that island. And then we can worry about repositioning others for overlap later. But the only overlap is going to be over this void anyway, I think. And then this, while it's fun where I've put it, I think I actually want to put it up here instead. So let's just follow this across here. There's even a quartz thing. God, that would have been a really good starting area. And a power slug. It's all so compact. This is a great area to come to. Oh, and there's a mesosphere over there, so I'll go to that as well. Pop it up there for now. Let's send this over this way, just for now. This is sort of tendril into the hills. So that's number 14. We only need another 12 to be able to do some more research. So if we just stick this down, what's the grid like? Ah, grid's actually pretty good. Alright, organization, radar tower, where is the power outlet? There. There we go. And because it doesn't need to cover all the way down there, I no longer see that caterium, but that's fine, I know it's there. We'll reposition our base a bit more. But it covers over these islands a little bit. Not that there's anything there, but now we know that there's nothing there. Well, let's continue this on for a little bit, maybe. We don't need to go over towards the coast, though, because there's nothing over there. Unless there's, like, wrecks along the shoreline. Not yet, anyway. Oh, there's one further along there, actually. And there's poison out on those islands. Yeah. Okay. We probably want to go up again. Oh, there's a wreck in here. We no longer actually need to care about it being good to zip line off, at least, so I should stop pretending like that matters. Okay, now pull you over there. Ah, there's uranium in here. Okay. Put you up there so I can connect up to that one. And over here so that we can move over to this one next. Okay. Now, what have you got in here? There is some computers, some plastic, some leaves. It's all leaves, that's annoying. Quick wire, plastic, sheets, quartz. There's no turbo motors or anything useful like that. Crystal oscillators, we have some of those. Nice. It's where it pays to just have a little bit of everything on your person, really. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. I'm not going to stick around and burn filters. There's a mesosphere down there on the beach. Pull this over here. Oh, perfect. Go down there. And then from there, go down. Our wire is too long at that point. Well, let's just pull it right down to where the mesosphere is. This could be a little nexus. And can then connect up over here, which then can probably connect back up to here. Yeah, it's going through the rock a little bit. But it kind of indicates a pathway. Oh, another mesosphere in here. Nice. Mesosphere. And collect the one down the bottom here as well. And I think we've probably been away from base long enough now that everything should have finished. Certainly part 3. Maybe not part 4. Stinger? there any reason for you? Not really. Let's put you down onto here. And let's head over to the wreck. And then here we'd probably have to put a power pylon across to... we can just build in the water, it looks like. That's interesting. That's going to be submerged. That feels wrong, but... I mean, if you're going to let me... But at the same time, I think thematically I would prefer to just put the power pylon down and run it across and zipline instead. Unfortunately, power pylons don't show up when you alternate between everything. Let's just pop you down there, connect you up there, and then, yeah, connect you up across there. And we'll just go bam. Just for the sake of connectivity. Now, what do you need? Some rubber, heavy frames, quick wire, stators, motors, stators. Alright, so kind of tier 3. Oh, you don't even need anything. Alright. Bonk. Is it a Mercer halfway up here? Really did want more Soma sloops though. 2 more Soma sloops would be quite nice. I do currently have 4 spare. I'm not doubling something that I could essentially. Came out of the cooling system blender. But meh. Very dark in here. Oh, more poison, okay. That's the other limiting factor with my exploration at the moment, is I don't have enough explosives to deal with poison. I do have gas masks, so it doesn't actually bother me per se, it's just the visibility is so annoying. I could explore the islands, but I've got this strung up now that I don't feel too much like I need to. Got my radar tower. I think we'll just make a straight line back pretty much. We'll end up back at this lake, actually. Everything is just on these pillars around here. It's kind of annoying. Well, we can go up and over. Oh, there's our other radar tower. Let's just go up here. Just follow this archway. There was a Mercer back there as well, but... now we're kind of stuck. Send you down here instead. There's another Mercer over here as well. Alright, and then... there we go, that's the big open area. We already have power lines kind of going beneath us, I think, at this point. Need to find a way to zigzag our way back down again. Or just make a perimeter, I guess. Oh, there's another wreck. Okay. That also works. What have you got here? I have tier 2 stuff again. Stun rebar, rotors, stators. All you need is copper sheets, alright. Some steel pipes. Yeah, nothing hugely exciting, to say the least. I think we now want to pull you over here. And connect you down here. Then across here. Pick up this Mercer. Cool. And there's our power lines down the bottom.
This is a shrine to windows and weaving.
At some point here we can probably bridge this gap. Wire is too long. Okay, so you're our sort of nexus point at that point there. So just bring you through trees and then start going down here. And I think we want to go both down and also up here. So we can split the difference. It's a little river going along there. But we want to go down now, I think. Maybe onto here first, and then down to that ledge there. Let's grab the slug. We already have one yellow slug, may as well have two. And then step down. Which way? Oh, it's going to clip no matter which way we go, though. Ah, we've already got power lines going down there. Perfect. Oh, no, it doesn't clip. Excellent. Alright, so yeah, we've now got a kind of nominative line of exploration. We haven't gone everywhere, but we've covered some good ground. Maybe from this point we actually also pull it this direction. Simply just follow this sort of pathway through here, and we can see what's either side of it. Like we went over that side, but now we can go over this side. There's actually a thing to explode here. You just look to be a copper, well no, a coal thing. I don't hear anything from there. I think you are literally just a coal seam. So why is there an explodable rock on it? Strange. So what's in the cave? I can't really stretch power lines in here, but nor do I really need to. That's just a mesosphere anyway. Okay, but where's like the 12 soma sloops? Okay, let's maybe string some more just over here. We'll take a slight circuit back to base. So I'm not sure how exhaustive I've been. There's a wreck over here. Not very, it turns out. Alright. Perfect. Oh, there's a tier 1 wreck. Much cable, steel beams, oh, rotors and stuff. Oh, solid biofuel, okay. Interesting. That is the other thing with early on, is if you can explore, you get a bunch of free resources from doing so. The problem is that you don't have much mobility to start with. And you need to be able to unlock the wrecks as well. It is tricky because you want to, but it is difficult to. Pull that over there. And then we also want to go across there to be able to go up here. Alright, okay, we're at the other side of this void. I think we probably call it at that point for this direction as well. We do want to head up that way, but it's not urgent. You can't reach across here, can you? Wire is too long. Yeah, it's a shame. So close though. Oh. We'll just go down and then up if we can. Wire is too long. Oh, okay. Oh, missing materials. We're now out of wire. Okay. Alright then. I thought I needed... Oh, it's cable and wire. It's the wire is for the post. Right, okay. We're gonna have to just run for a bit. Oh, there's poison over here. Oh. What is it for crouch? C. There we go. I mean, there's some copper here. I can just make some wire for myself, but I wanted to go back to base anyway, so that's fine. Alright, and then we've just got this line here that we strung up before. Now, if my calculations are correct, I think we should pretty much be finished with everything now for Phase 4. In terms of how long it should have taken things to create. Our nuclear pasta will still be churning away because we put more materials in than we needed. Oh, one more. Okay, we're on our last one. Well, I'd call that timing, wouldn't you? That means we can actually just drop this back down again. Now, you, though, have stopped. Have you produced enough? Maybe. Mode of truth. Yes, complete with 6 left over. Excellent. That's what I want to see. Over here we have a constructor that we've set up for ourselves. Power shard. There we go. That means we can double our power shards, because why not? We also want an assembler that's soma slooped ideally. And then we can put in some coal and sulfur. Don't I have some spare coal? Oh, it's compacted coal. Okay. I can't use that. Let's go and fetch some coal. Well, first, ma'am. Quartz purification. Huh? Dissolved silica. That seems so unnecessary. Silicon circuit board. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. Because currently that's quick wire. We're using the alternative recipe at the moment, so it's plastic and quick wire. Otherwise it would be copper and plastic. But that and silica, I like that. I don't think I'm going to use it, but I do like it. I'll take it. Why not? And now we should have 50 of these, and that will be phase 4 complete. Yep. Nice. And we're producing more, but slower. Because, you know, we made too many of those. That's fine. Not worried. Oh, it's not letting me select it? When you're hovering, you can select things from further away. That's interesting. Load. Seal. We'll watch the animation. It's special enough, we don't see it often, so... Also, we can't actor it. We can't use the lever until it's done.
Welcome to the Pioneers Got Power Problems presentation. That was a joke. Anyway, you're familiar with the process. Just throw the lever and the automated systems will take over. Imagine all the time and effort that would be wasted if you had to do all that work as well. Some work is just better suited for machines.
Complicated thing. Don't ask. You wouldn't get it. Don't bother trying.
So just trust in me and fix it policy and everything will
the one on the right
planned.
is definitely a teleporter.
Answering all your questions will take time we simply do not have. Everything is going to be just fine, so long as you do your job. We've come this far together after all, haven't we? Anyway, you know what to do. Just don't forget to keep producing previous project parts, and plan ahead when setting up new production lines, and make sure not to leave it all until the last moment.
Wow, it has been paying attention to what I've been doing. Alright. I saw nuclear pasta was required for the next thing as well. That was not surprising. Efficient pioneering. Complete phase 4.